All right, we're live. Today we are interviewing Om from Saveaway, CEO of Saveaway. He's creating his demo day video that we will later edit. The Meta Bronx students will edit. Nobody's on yet, so don't worry about it. Um, yeah, so Om, I will let you go. You have the three questions. You can start. And if you feel like you need to do another take, just pause and say it again. No problem, okay?
That sounds great. If you just want to pose the question for, rhetorical reasons, feel free to do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, I can go.
All right. So, what is your founder story? Why did you create Saveaway?
Thank you very much for having us. Couldn't be more excited to represent Saveaway as a member of our growing community. The foundation of Saveaway lies in observations that I think I and we have had as part of our lived experiences, both as a student and participant of the retail financial services ecosystem over the last couple of decades, which has put, in my observation, people's spending muscle on steroids, whereas on a relative basis, their saving muscle is dying. So the time for Saveaway's flagship solution, empowering people to save up more to fulfill purchases they wouldn't otherwise without having to rely on credit that risks becoming debt, has never been more timely and more important than now. I think you can see that in how this thing called the internet has evolved over the last couple of decades, whereby I would say the notion of it's expensive to be poor is, I think, never been more acutely felt. The notion of wellness and prosperity in every way, but also financially, I think has.
Hold on. Philip has some points.
No, 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 not at all.
Oh,
God damn it. Oh my god.
I saw you said no.
That was 3 minutes ago.
Oh, all right, my bad.
Fuck, that was so good.
Ah, man.
Oh man. Okay. I'm not writing anything more in the chat. This sucks. So, um,
sorry.
you know what? It was phenomenal. Um, just start off where you left off. I already wrote edit points down, so go ahead.
The adage around it's expensive to be poor, I think, has never been truer than it is now. And I would say it's not just being poor in a literal sense, but it's also in lack of people's wellness, financial wellness, which many would argue ultimately is what is reflected in people's physiological wellness as well. A good example of this that I think has come to the fore as we've talked about the quote unquote fintech revolution is, for example, manifest in the fact that if you have access to resources and the ability to thoughtfully invest, you would know that, a lottery ticket is probably the worst possible form of investment. And just in the same way, too many people that we know in our under and ill-served communities still rely on the lottery ticket. I would argue the same also applies in the realm of commerce. the people that are getting egged on to make purchases driven by impulse, and purchases that put them on the slippery slope of credit becoming debt, are the people that I share the community with, right? I think a part of what has made the journey to make Saveaway manifest is, the experiences that I have had as part of living in that under an ill-served community. And I feel that that is the community that needs now more than ever a advocate, not just someone who is quote unquote obsessed about them being a customer and spending more in gross merchandise volume, but being a true advocate there for them to advise them not only what to buy, but what not to buy. And that is reflected in the structure of Saveaway. As you know, the platform in a nutshell is a 3-in-1, just as 14 years ago, on approximately this very day, Steve Jobs talked about how the iPhone is a 3-in-1 in combining a phone with a camera and an iPod. I would say Saveaway similarly is a 3-in-1 that allows for people access to their trusted network to ensure that their purchase decisions they're making are thoughtful and not impulsive through our marketplace, where we're fortunate to have some leading retail e-commerce brands participate in, and that number is growing. And if you're one of those brands that's not yet in, don't miss out on the opportunity. So once the user has made a thoughtful purchase, rather than cave into the pressure of instantly gratifying that goal, we are putting them in a community where they're actually saving up as part of a structured plan that involves not only them diligently setting aside their own direct deposit or allowance, but also allows the friends and family that have engaged with them and that have their best interests at heart in a way that a random product reviewer on the internet, on Amazon or Yelp may not, giving them the best advice, but also in the process gifting towards that savings plan so that the user benefits from their direct deposit, benefits from gifting, benefits from the best offer from the seller and the bank to be able to make that purchase, which is the third element of commerce, to fulfill that goal.
So that was, okay.
Okay, so yeah, like this whole setup is super annoying because basically the only way that I can tell you, Miguel, to cut is through the chat, right?
Unless behind the scenes, like I told you, where you are behind here, where you control stuff. I'm the only one that can bring people to the stage.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, because by the time that you saw it, he was already on to really the next question.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Let's
for you to be behind the scenes, but then you just jump in whenever you think it's good.
Yeah, let's try it on the next one.
All right.
We'll try it on the next one. Okay, so yeah, the only challenge here is that you started the second question, but there's no pause, and so it's gonna be difficult to edit, right? Because in the sequence, you're gonna have a slide with a question. In the edit, right, you have a slide with a question, then you have your answer, then you have another slide with another question. So there's going to be an audio pause. So why don't we just take it from the second question? And it's really phenomenal. So just carry on. So question 2 is, you already started answering it, but there it is. So yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna put up the screen.
Yeah.
What is Saveaway? in a nutshell, Saveaway is empowering you to for the big purchase goals that reside in the deeper recesses of your mind. It allows you to bring them to the fore through the support of your friends and family, who, through our trusted social network that you can invite on by invitations to friends and family, they can help you choose the items in your wish list to create a savings plan for. So the purchases are made thoughtfully, not impulsively. And in the process, we are reducing the opportunity for a lot of waste in the form of credit becoming debt, in the form of your thinking post-purchase, hey, this is not really what I needed, and therefore I need to return this back, which could end up sitting in the landfill in anywhere across the earth at a time when our climate least needs it. Thoughtfully making that purchase decision to fulfill that goal. The second element of that is not caving into instant gratification and credit that can become debt, but by thoughtfully saving up for it through your own direct deposit or allowance, combined with the engaged friends and family on our platform who can gift towards your goal, along with the best offer from sellers and brands that they have the opportunity to extend to you. So you're fulfilling that goal sustainably by saving up. And in the process, the seller is also getting you as a customer that they wouldn't have otherwise. So a very powerful economic model that our flywheel unleashes both on behalf of our buyers and our sellers. The vision, to answer that question, is really using that as a starting point. Not only can you extend that beyond retail and e-commerce to saving up for all those bigger goals that you have, whether it be for in the second and third generation of our product, the down payment for your first home mortgage, but equally for your automotive or your investment related savings, ensuring that you have the cushion saved up enough to be able to invest and potentially socially invest. Which brings to the fore, the power of, many ask us the question, how is Saveaway different? And I would contend that Saveaway is not only different, but is in fact the opposite of what is happening in the marketplace today. That does not have your best interests at heart. Why is that? It is because there are far too many installment credit schemes that do not do enough of a job of disclosing to you that is ultimately when you're buying that item right away in installments, you are actually buying it with credit. And if you miss one of those future credit installments, that can become debt, that can become late fees, and that can, take away that freedom that I think our tools can uniquely empower you with. The other big difference here is that this is not saving for saving's sake. This is saving to fulfill a goal.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
We need, I think, just talk about traction. Okay. Talk about your traction. And talk about your traction, and then I'll have you talk about, because we already have the answer to the first question, and we have part of the answer to the second question, and part of the answer to the third question. But we need the second part of the answer to the second question, and the second part of the answer to the third question. The second part of the answer to the second question is traction. So just
Sure.
talk about that. Just talk about that.
More than anything else,
Hold on. Miguel, you got to take us off. Oh, we've lost our producer.
ready, steady, go.
Yeah, go.
More than anything else, I want to be thankful to you as a power user of the platform. If you are among the over 15,000 plus that have signed up on our early access list, I thank you. If you are going to be among those that will follow the lead of the over 15,000 pioneers who've joined our platform in ushering this game-changing movement, I thank you. If you are among the over 89,000 people who have touched us and have received our communication digitally, socially, etc., and have egged us on by liking, retweeting, and amplifying our message, I thank you. Because you are the reason that fuels our relentlessness to empower not only you, but your loved ones to save away for what matters. On the seller side, I am equally thankful to a growing number of leading brands that are serving as lighthouses by being among the pioneers to join the platform. You can go to our website and check out how remarkable these brands are. As my aging mother says, it takes a goldsmith to appreciate the value of gold. And I couldn't thank you more as a brand visionary and pioneer in joining the platform to ensure that you record more sales than you ever have by making your merchandise available to customers who wouldn't have it otherwise, in unlocking the next big frontier of commerce. You are the ones that are making it happen, so thank you.
All right.
All right, excellent. Last thing, like launch goals, etc. So in other words, this is actually the first part of the last question, which is like, what's immediate for Saveaway, like the next few months, what's next? And immediate needs, without a dollar amount, obviously, right? Just immediate needs.
Okay. Go.
As was famously put by a leader that I always admire, there lies within us to act on the fierce urgency of now. And that is I'm speaking directly to you, my friend. You have the opportunity to blaze a trail, just like the 15,000 that have signed up and the 89,000 plus that have touched us, to join the movement. Please do. Go to our early access list, where we have, thanks to our remarkable and growing talented team, a remarkable early access rewards program just for you and your loved ones to experience the platform. We can, at this early stage, give you that special experience as a power user of the platform by hosting VIP sessions where we will listen intently to your feedback and further elevate the product for you and the many around you. If you are a seller a brand that is looking to unlock growth through sales. Similarly, now is the moment to join and be among the leaders that are realizing the benefits of the power to save away. Looking ahead, what we see this is a platform for P2P, not just money management, but goal fulfillment. Both goals that will become more important than ever within the context of a decentralized network. I'm not only talking about goals that money can buy, but there are a lot of goals in life that money in itself cannot buy. Saveaway represents that platform where you can combine your quote unquote financial capital with the love and quote unquote social capital of those you know and trust who can contribute. And that can happen through them not only financially contributing to your goal, but perhaps them unlocking access for you to have lunch with a person that you deeply admire and no amount of money in the world could ever put you on the table with that person, having lunch and having a conversation that will change your life. That is the vision that we thank you for making happen through your participation in the movement to save away.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually, how fast do you think I can download it?
I finished right away.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Wow. How the hell do they do that? It's crazy. That means they're encoding as, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, gentlemen, if I
well,
have
they
a
would
couple of
have to.
offline comments for you, so if there's an opportunity to share that quickly, because I know we
Offline?
all have to jump at 3 o'clock.
Offline? What do you mean offline?
So like,
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay, great. So, sure, you want to...
I'll end up broadcast now.